I'm Angela Bole, the Executive Director of the Independent Book Publishers Association, and I'm here at Book Expo America 2014 in New York City talking with Peter O'Neil and his daughter Marissa O'Neil about their new book, Coastal Inspirations, which came out last year, published by Vineyard Stories. So, congratulations, first of all. You guys had a really big night last night.
Thank you. We're both honored and humbled by the award, honestly.
Yeah. And we really appreciate the efforts of your association and the publisher Jan Pogue from Vineyard Stories and Jill Dybel, the graphic designer that helped us with the book too. Their inspiration helped us transform our dream into a book.
It's a beautiful book, and last night you did win the Silver Award in the Inspiration category from the Benjamin Franklin Awards. That's quite an honor. What made you decide to pair up and create this book, a father and daughter team? What made you decide to create this book? And tell us a little about it.
That's a great question, Angela. Ultimately, I was working in corporate America and I was miserable. So I created my own personal business card, which has one of my dad's photographs with an inspirational quote on it. And I saw an entire line of inspiration. So I called my dad the next day. I had a crazy idea, as I do quite frequently, and I asked him if he wanted to work together on a calendar or a book or something, and we started the next day.
Yep. And we live on opposite coasts, so we had time differences to deal with and long distance communication, and we used to talk a lot and send files back and forth and help promote our ideas together.
It's great. And this book is filled with photographs, Peter, that you've taken, and inspirational quotes from other people, a good variety of pairing of the two. Can you talk a little bit about that process? So you mentioned coast to coast, but can you say a little bit more about the process of creating this book together? How did that work?
Yeah. I think our original idea was to inspire people to rediscover what brings you alive. And so we wanted to take and pair the photographs with the quotes and really take you on a journey of self-discovery from who you think you are to who you really are. And so in choosing the pairings of the photographs and the quotes, we really wanted to invoke a deeper meaning. So we ended up interviewing people and asking them, do you love the photograph, do you love the quote, and do the two together invoke a deeper meaning? So it's really an interesting research study as well.
And we've been going as a family to Martha's Vineyard for almost 30 years now, and it's really been an inspiration to us to be there by the ocean, seeing our July friends and the kids having July friends growing up. And so it's a wonderful way, no matter where we've lived around the country, to go back, and it's our home in many ways now. And so it's really a place that we enjoy on many, many different levels.
I love that your publisher, Vineyard Stories, is also they're stationed at Marsh & Vineyards, are they not? So that's a good pairing as well. Good pairing of quotes and photos, good pairing of book and publisher. What are some of your favorites? Do you have anything you'd like to share from the book that really, really love?
There's one that I really appreciate a great deal. There's an old wooden boatyard there on Martha's Vineyard, one of the few in the country. And this was a boat being worked on in dry dock, and I took this close-up of it. And what I like about it is that it's ambiguous. It's unclear what it means, what it is, and it draws people into the image to try and make meaning for themselves. And it goes well with Henry David Thoreau's quote, "This world is but a canvas to our imagination."
Yeah, I really like that too. I think when people think photographs, they think something they will recognize, and this is a photograph, but it is very abstract. It's like abstract art. I think it's really beautiful. What are some interesting outcomes that you guys have experienced as a result of this work? It's very, very...
It's a great question. I had mentioned earlier about being miserable in corporate America. I ended up 2 months into the book before signing with our publisher. I walked away from my job. And so I'm grateful for two things. One is it's brought me closer to my family. It sort of healed my relationship with my dad through the collaboration, brought my mom into it from a marketing aspect, so I'm much closer to my family. But now I've built a business on inspiring people to rediscover what brings them alive. And so I have great satisfaction in that. And I have the book and the collaboration to thank for it.
And it's really been a wonderful experience for us to see how people respond to the book too, from all walks of life, all ages. It's really been gratifying to us on a number of different levels, that they received the message that we were trying to convey with the book. And it's really been heartfelt, and for us to feel like we've accomplished something that we set out to do.
I think that's one of the best things about publishing is you create something that resonates out with people, and it creates a difference in people's lives. People love quotes. They just always have loved quotes. So you mentioned quitting corporate America. Wow. And you started something new, though. So now you have something else. Do you want to talk a little bit about that?
Sure. So I work with people to achieve clarity, inner peace, and fulfillment by rediscovering what brings them alive so that they can create a lifestyle and a business where they're empowered to express themselves fully and create the legacy that they were born to leave. It's really funny how authors say you heal yourself through your writing. I did heal myself through the book. I wasn't able to express myself in corporate America, and so now I learned how to do that through the book, and I want to empower other people to, to express themselves fully and really understand who they are and the gift that they are to this world.
That's great. And how can people get in touch with you if they're interested in learning more about either that association or your book or your photographs, anything?
Yeah, so we have coastalinspirationsbook.com. If you're watching this, we'll actually give you a free gift, so click on Inspirational Gift. And then my dad and I also both speak independently as well as together. So we'd love to hear from you. Send us an email, go on our Facebook. We'd love to hear from you.
And we've started another line, taking each of the images and quotes and putting them on a canvas stretcher too, and selling them, as Marissa's referred to them as Whispers by the Sea. And so it's a whole nother line to complement the work that we've started, and in addition to selling the photographs that are part of the book without the quotes too.
That's great. There's a lot you can do with this. That's lovely. Well, good. I wish you nothing but more success in the future. It's already been so successful for you. It's a beautiful book. It's a great inspirational book, and I think you'll go far with it. Thank you very much.